Okay.
Hold on.
Are we ready, boys?
Right. Cat, sticks us in, bro. Greetings, I'm Chappers.
And I'm the captain.
And we're at Andertons.
And we have got a flyer.
We've got a flyer. It's come to. Now, you know what? It was attracted by the wonderful music from our new band.
What dog you mean?
That's not the name of our new band. What are you
I just wondered why that's why the fly was attracted to it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Possibly.
We got some Schecters.
We have. Okay, little video here on a couple of guitars, and the first one that the first couple of guitars we're showing you are the Banshees. Now, the reason we're showing you these is these aren't new. In fact, I would suspect that the Banshee is probably due for a facelift sometime soon, maybe next year's NAMM show, I don't know. So not Banshee Elite, they're the very cool ones with, do you remember the natural ones with the sort of the 5-piece sort of body things? Anyway, this is like the original Banshee. And these are on special offer, which is why we're videoing these, and I'll tell you a little bit more about these in a minute. And the other one, which is a new one, can you see this over my shoulder here if I lean back like this?
I'll give them a view over the screen.
Is a very, very cool new guitar from Schecter called the Black Ops.
Ooh.
Black Ops.
From Schecter Guitar Research.
My name's Blade from Black Ops.
Blade's a great film.
Blade's great, especially the first one.
Well, the disco with all the blood in the scene.
Oh, it's just epic.
Just reminds me of Psychic Pig in
like
Trowbridge.
20, 25
Come
years
in.
old or something.
Was there someone knocking on the door then?
No.
You seriously said Psychic Pig from Trowbridge and then went come in.
Yeah.
I think you literally entered a different
Did
dimension.
Did I go back in time into my head
there
when I was
no knocking on the door? No, nothing.
when I was 17 trying to pull ugly women in Wiltshire, that kind of thing.
Some things.
You want to go down Psychic Pig, mate? We'll go down Spooners afterwards, get a sandwich and that. That was my life for about 4 years.
You sounded like the
Doing snooker
girl
club
from Little Britain. What's the character he
Yeah,
plays from
I
Little
did.
Britain?
That's what everyone sounded like when I was a kid.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no, but.
Anyway, let's talk about the Banshee. So Banshee, quick recap, what is it? It's an older body, sort of super strat style guitar with a 5-piece maple neck, available in various versions, but the ones that we have on offer are the 6-string versions. So we have 6-string guitars with Floyd Rose or 6-string guitars with proper hip shot hardtail and locking tuners. They have the Seymour Duncan Nazgul and Sentient, or Sentient Nazgul, whichever way around you want to call it, pickups.
Black tusk nut.
Yeah, bolt on neck, ebony fretboard, and would normally have cost you round about the sort of £700 or £800 mark if you'd bought these prior
This
to.
one's got an eye on it.
It's the one eye.
I have to give them a close up of this eye. That's really, really cool. It's like an evil eye embedded in the wood.
If you want the one with the evil eye, you
That's
need
really
serial
cool.
number W1309091.
Here comes the close up of the eye.
Anyway, so these are great guitars, and these are all selling now for, I think, $4.99 for this one, maybe $5.29 for this one. You can have either guitar in either colour. Does that make sense?
That makes absolutely
Okay, so if you like
perfect
Rob's
sense.
guitar but you need a Floyd Wimmy Wimoir, you can do that. And if you like my colour guitar but you just want it hardtail, you can do that too.
1, 2.
So let's get some tones. Rob is playing through a Victory V30 with no distortion pedals.
I sound like this. like the Nazgul in the bridge. It's a great pickup.
Always said actually on all the guitars that we've tried with these, there's a real clarity even to the driven tones. You know, all the strings seem to individually sort of pop out. But
well, just D More Sunken doing a great job again.
D More Sunken.
Yeah. Loving the black, like Beer was saying, also loving the black logo on the humbuckers.
It's very understated, isn't it? So these are a veneer top guitar, so an alder body with a very, very thin.
Oh, it is a veneer.
Yeah, it's not a.
Because I thought this was reveal and this was a top that they'd revealed.
That's part of the body.
That's the body. Okay.
But I've got to be honest with you. $4.99, it's a steal. It's an absolute steal. So this guitar, I'm obviously plugged into an extremely clean sounding amplifier. So I'm using both channels of a Stax Master pedal to get some gain, I think. And of course I'm in standard E tuning and I can't drop tune it because I'm all Floyd used up, but you get the idea. It's a pretty throaty sounding guitar. Good hardware as well, you know, 1000 series Floyd Rose. Decent. What have we got? The proper chunky Grover, look like this sort of 18:1 ratio, but the good Grovers. Magic Eye on this particular model. Coil taps. So that's on both guitars. So if you want it to do single coily.
That's great.
We agreed that probably was unlikely to be played by. Can you imagine if you turned up to see some sort of Bill Haley tribute band and the lead guitarist walked out with a Schecter Banshee?
You know what? Having been to America, that wouldn't surprise me at all, man. All sorts of weird gear I've seen there.
So look, what do you want to do? Do you want me to sort of play something that you can?
Well, you know what I really want to do is,
or you want to go straight onto the other guitar?
I want to play that one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I feel like we should just.
Can I try this one?
Of course you can. I kind of feel like we should just do a little damage on these, and then we'll go over to the Black Ops. Thank you. Oh. So what is your?
Special Ops or Black Ops?
Black Ops.
Black Ops. Symbol. Halfway through. Beer, have you broken my
That's
trinket?
even better. Okay, so back in the room now with the Black Ops. Now there's a story. There's a story behind the Black Ops. At this year's 2015 NAMM show, Winter NAMM show, I'm with my Schecter representative looking through the guitars, and he's showing me all the guitars that are available in the UK.
Is that
and
Keith
everything
Merritt?
like that. No, this is a friend of your friend of mine, Bestie.
Oh, Bestie.
And I see this one on the stand, and I'm like, "What's that? What's that? It looks amazing, that one like that." And he's like, "Oh, we're not bringing that one into the UK." And I'm like, "What? Why not?" It's like, it looks badass. It's like that. So just to give you the specs, it's kind of a through neck, sort of open grain design guitar. With the Schecter USA pickups on them. I'm just going to have to refer to my interweb digital connectivity to tell you what those
I
pickups
do really
were.
like the way, and we'll give you a close-up of this too, that you can see the coils through the plastic on top of the pickups. It's really cool.
They had a really cool name.
Never seen that before.
It's a swamp hash body with the set neck. If you flip it over and show them the Ultra
me
Access Cutaway, we got compound radius fretboards, which actually we've got on the Banshees as well. That's it, the Schecter USA Apocalypse pickups. So they love these because you can kind of see into them. They've got like see-through plastic tops, so
you can see
the
what you're
copper
getting.
winding.
You get all the wines.
With hip shot everything, so hip shot machiners, hip shot hardtail.
What does this do, money-wise?
So these are quite dear. These are about 800 quid. But I just thought, it's like it's proper. It's just a bit different, I thought, to a lot of the other stuff that you see coming out from Schecter. I just
nice.
really liked it. So in the end, they've got glow in the dark dot inlays. It's just, there was something else I wanted to tell you about this. I just can't find it now. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's all I really. I think it's just maybe the look of it. I just thought it was very cool, and the fact it's a swamp ash body.
Let's have a little listen to what this does.
Because just the final bit of my story before Rob shows you how great they sound. So it ended up being that Andertons did a special order for these, and are the only retailers in the UK that actually, because the Schecter importer wasn't going to import them. So I just thought, well, let's do it.
So how many have you got?
I went I don't know, 5, something like that. It's not loads, but
Right. So let me just give you the Apocalypse pickups because these are nice. They're really bright.
Yeah.
It's great. Let me just tune the guitar for you. Some really rather random harmonics just came out of the guitar then. It sounded
and
kind of
they're
interesting.
naughty loud pickups, those are, aren't they?
Yeah, I really
quite
like
a bit more gainy than the Seymours that are on this bad boy.
I'm gonna say I prefer these to the Seymours.
Yeah,
I like me some Duncans.
Yeah.
But these are great. These are really,
so
really
I mean,
nice.
those are the ones that are hand wound and would typically go on the American Schecter.
Because they got the clarity.
That's where I like them. I like them down at the
Yeah, they're
they're
obviously
dirty.
designed for dirty riffing.
I think they should be called the Schecter Lennox Lewis,
the
Vitaly Klitschko,
Why do we call them the Bruce Lee?
Well, Bruce Lee was pretty famous for punching people in the face, but Bruce Lee did it in a much more fluid and in my way, sort of less aggressive. I wouldn't, you know, these kind of pickups and that sound don't remind me of Bruce Lee.
Sammo Hung.
I think if it was a much silkier, smoother gain, that would sort of.
Samuel Kwok.
No, I don't think any kind of martial artist. It's not that. It's bare knuckle, isn't it? It's just literally someone has just run up to you and smashed you in the face for no reason. It wasn't pretty or anything like that. That's what.
Just thuggery.
Thuggery.
They're the thuggery humbuckers.
They are just proper. You weren't expecting it. You're just minding your own business. You may have had a nice drink walking down the street, and somebody just runs up and just literally straight in the face. That's what they should have called.
Well, we've settled that then. That's what that whole sentence should be the name for these pickups.
They have to
Not
literally write
Apocalypse.
the name around and around and around.
Just around.
It'd be like a story.
Someone ran up to you and punched you in the face when you weren't expecting it, humbucker.
Then there'd be a 7-string version of that. They did it.
Yeah.
They did it again. They literally, they kicked you in the head while you're on the floor. That's the 7-string story.
These are made in South Korea by World Musical Instruments.
Yeah, who
They're
make
a
great
good
guitars.
factory, aren't they?
So look, I kind of feel like you've heard some guitars. So just as a recap, if you think you need a Banshee in your life and you'd like to take advantage of the special offer we're running on them, go and do it now because there's only about 20 or 30 guitars that are on that offer. And if you like the Black Ops, I guess you don't need to rush, but we've only got a small number now, and if they sell through, it might be 3 or 4 months before we get some more. So if you like that, but yeah, I think that's a cool guitar. What do you think of that guitar?
I think it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job of.
It's interesting that when they do Swan Pash on an open grain without using any filler.
Well,
'cause
the
you just
first
get
time
this
I
sort
ever
of-
saw this was on a Mayans guitar.
Yeah.
That's quite famous, but they've done a really, really good job here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the sound of our new band.
What was that band called? Did
Well,
we even name? Oh, Buffwood or something, wasn't
Buffwood, because
Buffwood.
on the drum kit that I got given by
Yeah.
a random Scottish guy this morning, it says Buffwood.
How does that work? So you work for a toy drum manufacturer, and you're sitting there going, "What should we call our?"
No,
our
it's not
toy
called
drum
Buffwood,
kit?
but the way it's worn off, it looks like it says
What do you think?
Buffwood.
What do you think it said originally? Then
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think we should call our band Thunderclaw.
Thunderclaw is a pedal. We've ripped that off. I think we should call it. No, Buffwood Thuggery. I think we should call
Buffwood
it.
Thuggery.
I think we just call it. Someone runs up to you. And
You know, we
punches
should
in
call
the
it
face and kicks you
Buffwood
in the-
Thuggery, because if you
Buffwood Thuggery.
spoonerise it, it's Thuffwood Buggery.
And on that note,
Yes.
I've been the captain.
I've been Rob Chappers.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you later. Bye.
Okay. It's all British.